you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I am pretty sure some of you guys are back in school and are about to go back to school, and you guys are either going through syllabus week or about to go through syllabus week. But today in this video, I want to talk to you guys about things that you need to be doing during syllabus week to get the best grades out of your class, and breaking down everything you need to pay attention to in your syllabus to ace your class. So my first suggestion is to print all of your syllabi out. Some professors give out digital copies and some of them give out printed versions of these syllabus, but I think the best thing is to print out your syllabus. So make sure you have all of your syllabi printed out. Just to show you guys exactly how to go through your syllabus, I did print out one of my old ones, and this one was from my oral communications class. So this will best show you guys how to go through your syllabus and extract the information that you need out of it. So in every syllabus, the teacher will give information about themselves and contact information and stuff like that. So the main thing that you want to keep an eye out for is the contact information, because you want to be able to contact your professor at any time. So they will provide either an email, a phone number, or something like that, but keep an eye out for that. Also, they will provide their office hours and when you can meet with them. It's also good to note if they have an open door policy or you have to do appointment only. Some professors don't care, but some professors are really strict about making appointments before you just show up to their office. So see if that's in the syllabus as well. Also, the professor's office location will be in the syllabus, so just take note of that. Once you have this information, it's best to write it down somewhere. If you guys have seen my bullet journal video, my bullet journal spread for fall semester, go check that video out. But you would basically put this in the course info section of your bullet journal or on that spread. If you don't have a bullet journal, I would suggest putting it in the first page of your spiral notebook. I used to assign each of my classes a spiral notebook. So on the first page of your spiral notebook or binder, put the office hours, where the office is located, the best contact for them, and put that on the first page of your spiral notebook if you don't have a bullet journal. The next thing you want to pay attention to in your syllabus is the course description. So the course description will entail what the class is about, the topics that you guys might be going through in the class, how the class is formatted, and that's really important to know. That way you're just not, you know what to expect out of the class and you're not surprised at anything. Next, you'll have course materials. So that will be any type of textbooks or supplies that you need for the class. So as far as textbook goes, I would suggest either looking on Amazon and checking to see what their prices are looking like. And then you also have, your campus bookstore that you can go to. But I would check Amazon first because they have great options for renting digital versions and new books at a cheaper price than your campus bookstore. But if you do buy books from your campus bookstore, I would say do it as soon as possible, because most of the rentals will go first because those are the cheaper options. So go there and do it as soon as possible if you are getting any of your textbooks from your campus bookstore. So next we're going to be talking about course policies. So this is where all the rules for your class will be located. In this particular syllabus, she had a section about participation, attendance, and tardiness, which is really important, and you want to know the policies for those things. Participation, because you want to know how active you need to be in this class. Are participation points a part of your grade? Those are things you want to know. As far as attendance goes, you want to know, is attendance a part of your grade? If you're sick or something like that, do you need a doctor's notes when you come back for class? Do you have to sign in every day for class as a part of accounting for attendance and knowing that you're in the class? And then you have tardiness. So tardiness is also important to know. Some professors are really strict about being late to class. So you want to know if this professor that you're taking is really strict about that, and if they're not. For this particular class, my oral communications class, if you were late a certain amount of times, that would equal 1 absence. And so she was really big on that, and attendance was a portion of our grade, but those are things to look out for and to pay attention to. Another thing that might be listed in your syllabus is electronic uses. Some professors are a little bit more strict on cell phone usage in class than others, and some professors won't even let you use a laptop in class. For this particular class, my teacher preferred us to take handwritten notes, so laptops were restricted for use in the class, which I think is crazy, but you know, it happens. Sometimes you might get that professor that just wants to be extra, but that's something that you want to, you know, look out for, because if you do happen to pull out your laptop or your cell phone in class, you don't want to be called out for that. Next, we're going to be talking about late assignments and policies. So most teachers will have a late assignment policy. Definitely try to get your work in on time, but I know sometimes, you know, you have other things that are more pressing in other classes, or you just might forget and the assignment might be late. But it's good to know the penalties for those late assignments, and if the teacher even accepts late assignments, because some teachers don't. For penalties, you want to know exactly what the penalty is if it is late. For this particular class, my professor said, you know, if the assignment was late, then that's 10% off your grade, and then any additional calendar day that it is missing, then that's an additional 10% for each day. So these things are good to know. Some professors don't care if the assignment is late, but not every professor is like that. So just keep an eye out for any penalties, late penalties on assignments. Next, I'm going to go through makeup assignments. So if you happen to be out of class or you miss a quiz or a test or something like that, you want to know the makeup policy. Some professors, as soon as you get, you know, back into class, you let them know about, you know, making up something. They'll let you do it either during class, or you have to go to their office during their office hours and make it up. Some professors don't allow you to make up anything. So it's just good to know what those policies are as far as making up assignments. Then of course you have the basics of a syllabus that every syllabus has, you know, academic integrity, which basically is the no cheating policy, that disability support, the rules on plagiarism and stuff like that. Now we're going to be talking about your grade curriculum. So each class will give you a grade curriculum of how the points are allocated for each assignment. And this section is really important because you want to know what assignments are heavily point driven and which ones aren't. That way, you know, if you happen to not do good on one assignment, you'll know that, hey, for this next assignment, I really need to do good on this. Or if you have maybe a paper that's worth a lot of points, you know that, hey, I can't screw this assignment up. You can put this information in your bullet journal spread under the course info. If you guys haven't seen that video, you can go watch that. But if you don't have a bullet journal, you can also put it in your spiral notebook underneath your course information and all of your instructor information. So just put it in that section on the first page of your spiral notebook or your binder. So the last thing we're going to be talking about that is like the firework display of a syllabus is the schedule outline. And I love the schedule outline. That's like my favorite part of a syllabus because this thing will literally save your life. Okay, I'm not kidding. It will save your life. So the things to look out for in a schedule outline are any of your weekly readings, any assignments as far as like homework or papers, any test dates, quizzes, exams, presentations. Those are the things you need to look out for. Go through your syllabus and highlight each of these items. Once you've highlighted each of these items, transfer all of that information into your planner or bullet journal. If you don't have a planner or bullet journal, which I highly suggest, especially when you're in college, then you could probably, if you like digital forms, find an app that you can use. Google Calendar always is a good one to use. But put these dates and assignments in your calendar, on your planner, in your bullet journal. Put them in there as soon as possible. Once you have this information in your planner or bullet journal or whatever, it's easier to schedule out times to get those assignments done or to study for upcoming tests and quizzes. And that's pretty much it for the schedule outline. Now, I do want to give you guys one more tip of something that I used to do when I got my syllabus. Was I used to go through the schedule outline and circle days where major things were happening in class. So that might have been a presentation, maybe it was a workshop, a quiz that we were having in class. Circle those days on your syllabus. Now, the reason I did this was because sometimes in college, I'm not saying you should do this, but sometimes in college you might not feel like making it to class that day. But I wanted to know specific days that were like a no not to miss those classes, because something extra important and what's happening in those classes, and I really needed to be there. Now, again, I'm not saying you should miss class. Please try to make it to each and every one of your classes, but you do have those days where you're like, I just can't do it today. So this is a little tip and trick that you can use just to know those important days and know that, hey, today is definitely not the day to miss class. Alright, you guys, so that is it for this video. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I think people really underestimate syllabus week, but this is like the perfect time to actually organize and plan out your semester or your school year, because you won't have that time once you start getting all of your assignments and tests and all of that in, and you have tests to study for and stuff like that, you'll be too busy to think about organization. So this is the week to do that. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.